To do a more complete explanation of what I used for this AC duct work. So what you do is you put this nylon barb plastic filling, and here's the measurements on it, 1/4 inch up to 1/2 inch. And you put that in the duct because if you just put the plastic in the duct, the water might go back up into the AC, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to damage it. So this is what I used for the barb. Just one moment. And then I attached it to the end of this 1/4 inch diameter clear vinyl tubing, and then I put this in the duct because the duct is 1/4 inch wide. So you have to look at the duct hole from your window AC unit and look at the measurements. So right here is the 1/4 inch diameter, and it's $2.95 for a 10-foot long piece of it, and the barb piece is $1.89. Go over the materials I use to adhere this gasket to the air conditioning metal duct. So first I used this glue, which is the JB Weld steel glue, and here's the hardener. So you mix the two parts. I believe it must be an epoxy based glue because they usually have the hardener with it. And then I held this up to the duct until it glued. And also, may I correct myself, you don't have to make sure that this plastic is the same size as the duct, as I was referring to in the beginning, because you're actually gluing this gasket under it, and it's going to be bigger than the hole of the duct. And then after this JB glue has hardened and I've held it up to the duct, then I put the JB water weld around it, and you'll see in the next video, it dries like a cement because you're dealing with water coming down. So you'd want to seal it with a JB water weld epoxy, and this is about $5 at Lowe's. And I previously used it for a plumbing project and I was really happy. So then I'll continue on to the actual video of the air conditioner. Air conditioning system, and this duct here was where the water was dripping out and it was causing wood rot along the T11. So I replaced the T11 and I sealed this in with a JB Weld epoxy right here, and I glued this plastic gasket on beforehand to the metal with an epoxy glue for metal, and I put this plastic tubing down into it, and it runs out into the soil and diverts the water, because otherwise it was hitting along this T11 wall and causing a lot of rot. So really these companies should sell a diverter along with the air unit as an option, and I couldn't even find one to buy online, so I made it myself, and the gentleman at Lowe's suggested to put the plastic diverter here so the water doesn't get backed up and clogged.